G'day everybody, it's Darren Bain at Right Crowd here. I'm joined by Rob Leidick from Wavelengths, the president of Wavelengths. Thanks, Rob. So we're going to talk today about a very important topic around mobile credential management, and that is the orchestration of those mobile credentials. And I'm going to tell you, Rob, the thing that we see, we deliver PIAM solutions into very, very large organizations. And the challenge of the mobile credential is the ones that you see all the time, making sure their reader infrastructure is ready for it, making sure that their company culture is ready to take on mobile credentials, and those types of activities that need to be undertaken to actually get the thing in place. But that's really only, and I'll call it half the battle. The other half that we see all the time is really the ability to get your user organized with the mobile credential and the access that they need. And I got to tell you that from a PIAM solution perspective, we've been selling that for 21 years. The fact that when you're hired in HR, you then end up into the Right Crowd system in our case, we'll then organize for you to get a credential, get it approved, whatever. We'll organize your default access. So you as a joiner might need specific access based on your role or location. And then you'll need maybe some checks to make sure you've got training and all of that's compliant and safe and everything else. And we've been telling that story for a long, long time. But now, as part of that, we then deliver at the other end a link to the user that says, hey, click here to add to wallet. And they get their credential and the job's done. And it's a beautiful experience from hire to add credential, and then it's in their wallet. And that's a great experience. But if when they then turn up with their mobile credential, if it doesn't do anything, it doesn't get them in any doors and get them in their office and get them in where they need to be, then it's still a lot of logistics. But that's the logistics that we organize. We make sure all that happens so that they get a mobile credential and it's easy for them to be organized to, click here for this link, and then it works. And it's providing them all the access they need. The productivity that we see being impacted all the time with the old physical badge, waiting for it to turn up and all those type of processes, that's gone. That's now instantaneous in the wallet. I mean, when it's only 10, 15 seconds, it's in your wallet and you're away. You've got access, you're productive, and you're doing what you need to do in a secure and compliant manner. And I got to say thanks, Rob, for bringing the mobile credential to the world, because it really does add to the whole PIAM story. It's like giving jewelry to my wife. It really is an enhanced, it is at the end of the story. There's all the day-to-day story of getting yourself organized with access and everything else out. Now you're getting this beautiful mobile credential in your wallet and you're away.
Beautiful. So access and harmony, mobile credential orchestration. Darren, you're a bit of the maestro here. If you're playing in the orchestra here, making it sound so easy and so amazing from a journey of somebody gets a credential they get a link, they click add to wallet, and ta-da, it just works through your PIAM into the access control and vending and elevators. Right. And like, is that real? Like, is that real, or are you just telling me a fun story?
Yeah, look, the PIAM world, it's actually it's a reasonably complex world that we deliver into, because you have to get into all of those other systems. You have to get into multiple physical access control systems. You have to deliver all of that to the organization. And it's quite a lift. There's no doubt about it. But the fact that now the mobile credential benefits from that on the other side, and then we provide the convenience of delivering to the end user, not just a thing saying, please go to badging office in Cleveland, wherever it is, and get yourself a badge. It's literally just click here, add to wallet, and you're away. So it truly is that hard work of the orchestration part that you're talking about. I 100% agree. It's a lot of work to put all those kind of things in place. But the benefits of that access automation are significant from all kinds of aspects of the organization. But the fact that now there's a mobile credential on the end, it just puts a nice bow around that whole gift.
That's a beautiful symphony of trying to bring all those complex items together and enable that customer to be able to easily adopt it. Having you behind the scenes kind of connecting all those dots, which is really hard, of all these disparate databases, all these disparate systems, and plugging in that wallet credential seamlessly seems to be an amazing value.
Yeah, and it's two-way as well. It's the fact that you might be doing new hires and everything else, but you've also got typically, obviously with mobile credentials, it's a relatively new thing and people are adopting it. And at the end of the day, they need to take their existing cardholder base, their existing people, and say to them, add to wallet, add to wallet, add to wallet. And we can set up PIAM rules that will go and find everyone who should have a mobile credential, send them the link, add to wallet. Job done. So you're also getting that. And then the other side of the story is when people are leaving or when they're asked to leave an organization, to be able to remove that credential very rapidly. Now that's and be sure that you have the credential back, because it's not on their phone anymore. It doesn't work anymore.
In the event that the office is I had to close the office for whatever reason, or you're no longer an employee, you decided to leave like tomorrow, it's gone. And it's also tied to all those digital assets that they are already associated with from their uh, SSO system and all HR systems. That's kind of what you're tying to, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And you raised another good point as well, is that we do quite a bit with emergency mustering and dealing with situations when there are situations on site. And one of the things that we find is it's a bit of a problem with a mustering solution is people don't always take their badge when the place is on fire or when there's an active shooter. I can 100% guarantee you one thing they are grabbing, and it's probably in their pocket or on their wallet or wherever, that they'll be having their phone with them. So if their credentials on there, we know where they are and they can be accounted for much more rapidly. So
Heck yeah, because not in every organization are they wearing that around their neck or
nope.
putting it on their hip. Right? If something comes up, they might have left it on their desk because the dang thing's strangling you and it's
Yeah.
inconvenient on your belt, but you're not forgetting this. And
Nope.
there's a mustering system I've had the ability to work with. I think it's from Teleris, that now our wallet credentials function on that. So as employees come out, they can get themselves present and accounted for so that emergency responders don't have to run into a space to try and save somebody that was already outside.
Yeah, look, and because we deal with that mustering situation, what we know is that it's the finding the people who are in danger that matters. It's not accounting for everyone else. When there's 5,000-10,000 people on a site, it's a lot of work to account for them. And then you lose sight of the 20 people who are actually in danger that you need to be helping. So we find that, as you say, with Teleris and other mustering systems, that is how you can speed the whole process up and get a much more safe, obviously outcome as a result.
Beautiful. Well, I love the story. Access and Harmony, mobile credential orchestration with the maestro, Darren Bain.
Well, but you're providing the jewelry at the end with the mobile credentials. So thanks, Rob from Wavelengths.